What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Listen, it is too hot today. Like, if it get any hotter, I swear I will be shaking hands with the devil. That's just how hot it is right about now. Getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode for the most part. But this whole Jason Carly getting married shit, I understand why they have to do it or why they feel it's necessary for them to get married. I get it. And, you know, they're clearly not taking this decision lightly. Like, they're contemplating it. It's a big decision. Like Jason said, it is. It affects a lot of people. But I get why they're doing it. This is about survival at the end of the day. Because if they don't get married, chances are Jason is probably going to have to kill Carly, even though we all know he wouldn't. But still, that's the option. It's one of the options. Or Carly's going to have to get the hell out of Port Charles. Because they have to get married to show solidarity, to show that their union is strong, that Carly supports him taking over, and that they're powerful together. And, they want to show the public that Jason is undoubtedly in charge of the organization. And that Carly is not challenging his authority. One of my issues with this plan is it's not guaranteed to work. You know what I'm saying? Even Jason made that clear. Like, it's a good option business-wise. It's a good option, but it's not bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? Because people could still come after them. The Novaks could still come after them. The whole 9 yards. So it's not a airtight guaranteed plan. That's one of the hiccups. Also, Jason, I know for a fact was thinking hard about Britt. Because here they were, starting something, happy with each other, and now he has to marry Carly in order to maintain the peace. Even though it might not guarantee peace. And we all know how happy Britt is for this new chapter in her life with Jason and stuff. And when Jason popped up at her office, I really hope Jason tells Britt why he's marrying Carly. Like, I hope he doesn't come up with some cover story or whatever. I hope not. I really just hopes that he tell her the truth. You know what I mean? About why he's doing it. So that way she understands that he's not doing this to hurt her or to really be with Carly, but this is strictly business. Nothing more, nothing less. I never could see Jason with Carly romantically. To me, there's no sparks between them. There's no romantic chemistry between them at all. Like, I just see more best friend, brother, sister kind of thing between them. I don't see anything other than that. That's just my opinion. I honestly don't. But you could tell, like, this is weighing on Carly too, because she's worried about what people are going to think. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows that people are going to talk once this goes public, and they're going to think that Carly's finally getting what she wants after all these years, which is Jason all to herself and finally get to be Mrs. Jason Morgan. Jason didn't give a damn. Jason, listen, I agree with Jason because Jason is me. I'm Jason. I don't give a damn what people think. You know what? I spent a lot of years in my youth, like in my younger teenage days and all that, especially when you're in high school, I used to always care what people thought. But as I got older, I stopped giving a damn. I just started living my life. You know what I mean? Because it's my life. So I could so relate to Jason in that moment when he was like, I really don't give a shit what nobody think. I don't care. I said, bruh, I agree with you. I am so you. I don't give a damn. But, it's going to hit the fan when everybody find out about this. So anyway, moving on from that, why is Michael being so slow? Why is Michael being so dumb? Like, Scott comes up basically talking to him about ELQ and this shareholders meeting and all this stuff. And Michael was asking him, like, okay, why do you care? You don't have an interest in ELQ, so what you care about our meeting for? And Michael brushed it off after Scott left. He just completely brushed it off. Like, he told Josslyn, oh, I don't care about Scott. I'm not going to worry about Scott. Michael, you need to worry about Scott. Why would Scott randomly think, boy? Why would he, Scott of all people, randomly come up to you talking about ELQ business when he's not even a shareholder? And he's a lawyer. Think, Michael, think. That didn't tip you off about something? Damn, Michael. Like, I'm sorry, but it's that suspicion in me. It's like when somebody randomly comes up to me, like somebody I know or don't know, and they're talking about something that concerns me that they shouldn't really know about or have an interest in, that makes me question, okay, yeah, I can't just brush you off to the side. That makes me be like, okay, what the hell are you up to? You know what I'm saying? That's where that suspicious mind comes in. Like, Michael just completely brushed it off like it was a fly or something. I'm like, no, Michael, no. You need to get up off that seat, make some phone calls, call Ned, call whoever, include him in on Scott and what he may be up to. Like, even though you don't know what he's up to, clue him in, clue Ned in on that. Because that's suspicious as hell. Him randomly coming up to you talking about ELQ business when he's not a stockholder. And you're just brushing it to the side like it's some annoying fly or something. No, you got me twisted. Michael, come on now. You're smarter than this. I will hope you are. You've been CEO of that company off and on long enough. You should be suspicious. Furthermore, though, Josslyn, she need to get over that whole camera and almost shooting Jason nonsense. She really do need to forgive and let God. Like, seriously, you need to let that go. Just let go and let God. Because at the end of the day, Jason forgave him. Why you can't? Why are you still holding on to this little grudge? Let it go. It's like, move on. And it doesn't really seem like she's all that happy about volleyball. It doesn't seem like she's all that happy about the upcoming college season. You know, I would think she's happy about it. Trina seems ecstatic about it. I'm surprised Josslyn not more happy. You know, her and Trina got campus housing and, you know, this is a new beginning. You know, college is supposed to be fun. Well, until you get to all that studying and 5-page paper writing and all that mess. But college is generally fun. She need to buck up. You know, perk up a little bit. Stop with all this Debbie Downer attitude BS. So anyway, moving on from that. I love the scene between Scott and Obrecht. Listen, Scott was like, look, I got me a client with some deep pockets. We all know he talking about Austin. See, that goes to show Austin may be a Quartermain, because when he was talking, Scott was giving him a full rundown about Jason and the Port Charles, the families in Port Charles, and now you're asking questions about the ELQ stockholder meeting. That something tells me that man he's a Quartermain. Something tells me he's a Quartermain, because why is he worried about all that? Unless he's just some outside individual or something. But anyway, Scott was telling Obrecht, like, oh, you know, I want to take you to Hawaii and all that. I said, damn, Scott, he's trying to, listen. Scott was like, I'm trying to treat my boo. I know that's right, Scott. Obrecht was all flattered and giddy. She was all happy and whatnot. But, you know, she still got Britt on her mind and this whole Huntington's disease and all that stuff. But I love seeing Obrecht happy with Scott and all that. Even though Scott can be a shyster sometimes. But I love that him and Obrecht are happy. And, you know, he's trying to take her on trips. And, you know, he's trying to be the man in her life. You know, he's trying to romance her. I like that. Obrecht getting her groove back. She need to go down to Jamaica, though. That's where it is. I mean, Hawaii beautiful, too. But ain't nothing like a good Jamaica trip. Get your groove back. So, anyway. Britt pretty much doesn't want her mother thinking about this whole disease and all that, because Britt just want to live her life. You know, Britt wants to focus on her job. She wants to focus on Jason. You know, she just has new exciting things that she just wants to focus on. You know, she don't want to focus on this disease because, like Britt said, it could, you know, she could have years to live. You know what I mean? Like a long time. You know, because she was like, that disease mostly come for older people and stuff like that. So she was like, I'm good to go. You know, you never know. I mean, it could still come for her, but Britt just doesn't want to think about it. And I don't blame her. So basically, she just told her mother, you know, if she want to confide in Scott about Britt's condition, Britt basically gave her blessing for her to do so. I love Britt and Obrecht's relationship. It has come a long way, because when they first came on the show, Obrecht was just straight stone cold towards Britt. Like, she was never this giddy with her. She was always just, you know, just angry. Do as I tell you, Britt. Like, that's just how she was back then. So, I love that their relationship has flourished to what it is today. I love it. So, moving on from that. This whole situation with Finn and Elizabeth, I can understand why at this point Elizabeth is, trying to get Finn not to say anything, because he was ready to go to the PCPD. He was like, I'm ready to snitch. I can understand it, why he would want to do it, but I also get why Liz is trying to tell him, no, don't do it or whatever, because what about Violet? You know what I mean? And that was a nice scene between him and Violet and stuff, and how she was telling him that he worked too hard and all that. I love that scene. So I get it, he needs to be there for his daughter, because even if he has a good lawyer by his side, you never know what a judge is going to do. You never know what the DA is going to do. Even if he claims that it was self-defense. Because a judge is easily going to say, well, if it was self-defense, why didn't you immediately come forward? You know what I mean? So he could go to jail, and that would be horrible for his daughter. So I can understand why Elizabeth was like, yeah, you need to keep your mouth shut at this point. I get it. I was all for him telling, but time is it just keeps moving. You know what I mean? Like, the more that time goes on, the more I'm thinking, yeah, you might as well just keep the cover up going. But at some point, somebody gonna figure it out. I have a feeling that Anna at some point gonna figure it out, because she's wasting her time in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, her and Valentine wandering around the woods or whatever, where Maxie gave birth, trying to find clues. You're not gonna find anything out there. You're not. It's gonna be a big waste of your time. I did love that scene, though, between her and Valentine, where they was in the cabin house, or the little, wood house, or whatever you want to call it. Starting a fire, talking and all that stuff, and, talking about the past. And clearly Valentine doesn't like talking about the past, and I don't blame him. I could see him and Anna getting together, though. I could see him and Anna becoming a couple at some point. They look good together. She was asking him about BLQ and stuff, and, he kind of like BLQ. He feeling her a little bit, but I could definitely see him and Anna becoming a couple once it's all said and done. They look good together. I always thought Anna and Valentine look good together. So anyway, moving on from that, Maxie needs to do something, and she needs to do something quick, because this whole situation that her and Brooklyn have created is causing a big mess. Brooklyn came up with an idea about, working at deception or whatever, so that way Maxie could see baby Louise whenever she wanted to without having to come to the mansion, because she was like, if she keeps coming to the mansion, it's going to look suspicious to the Quartermain family, because they're going to keep wondering why Maxie keeps showing up to the mansion to see the baby, which is true. But this whole thing is causing a mess, because now you have Lucy and Sasha and Nina. Sasha came up with this idea to feature, Maxie's missing baby, so that, all around the world, so that way people can be on alert just in case they see Peter with the baby or whatever. I'm like, see, this is a problem for me, because I'm like, now you got people wasting their time, their energy, and their resources to try to help find a baby that's not even missing. Maxie just need to go ahead and tell the damn truth at this point, because this is all getting messy. And her and Brooklyn, mainly Brooklyn, she was trying to say, oh, the idea is stupid or whatever, trying to get them to shut it down. I'm like, see, this is what's pissing me off, because you got people, being nice and trying to help you find your child that's not even missing. It's like, what are you doing? And then you got a family bonding with a child they're not even related to. Like, Maxie, this is going to end badly for her. I'm just saying, it's gonna, I mean, I understand why she's doing what she's doing, but this is horrible, even for her. Like, this is not going to be good. However, I did like the cover to the Face of Deception cover with Sasha on the cover, and she was all pregnant. So I like that. I like the cover. I thought it was beautifully done. You know what I mean? It was definitely nice. I was feeling that cover. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was definitely feeling it. Anyway, this episode was pretty good. I enjoyed this episode. I think that's it. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I think that's everything with this episode, I want to say. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I'm just trying to check. Yep. That's pretty much everything in this episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.